I'm bringing you another one of these poorly lit videos at a weird hour of night. Because I said I was going to do it, and I am. So yesterday I did a video on how to move yourself forward in life. So like when you have a goal or just, I don't know, an intention to do something or become a certain kind of person or, whatever it is, and you just don't feel yourself making any progress in that area of your life, just a good tool and, sorry, I'm trying to figure out lighting here, a way to evaluate where you're at and what you need to do. So basically, people kept telling me to stop planning, and I was getting mixed feelings about that. I kind of bashed planning in my last video, but what I figured out was it wasn't necessarily the planning that was the problem. It was the proportion of time I was spending on the planning. So I'm going to give you a quick tool that I have, kind of started to use that actually is really good, because what it does is it allows you to see everything that you want to do or want to become on paper, and then you basically insert it into your life day by day. So it's baby steps, bite-sized pieces, and I will not let myself go to bed until all of those things that I said I was going to do that day get done. Now, there's obviously some grace, because I set times to do things, and the times don't always happen the way I want them to, just because of the way the day flows. But let me just jump into the process. So basically you spend, I don't know, a few minutes, 10 minutes, I would say max, and you literally write down every single thing that's in your head that you need to do. You want to do, you should do, you feel that you need to do, whatever it is, you just write it down. Write. And this is kind of what they call a brain dump, and it really is very freeing, because instead of it all being stored in your head and you're constantly thinking about it, it's down on paper. So it just kind of allows your body and your mind to be like, okay, I don't have to, retain all of that in my head anymore. And then once you've done that, you go through and you write out all of the obstacles between you accomplishing what you just put down. So for example, if you say, get a picture up on my wall of my kid, well, I need to get my printer working, I need to buy a frame, I need to, print the pictures, whatever it is, you realize, oh, there's actually so many more steps, and that's why I haven't been doing this thing I've been wanting to do. And then once you get those steps broken down, then you can actually find a time when you can actually do those steps. And so the other thing to this is, so that's the first thing. Write it all down. The second thing is write the obstacles, or basically the multiple step processes, if there are multiple steps. The third thing you do is you prioritize. So I just basically took a Sharpie, or wasn't a Sharpie, it was a highlighter, and just streaked through everything. I was like, oh yeah, this needs to be done this week. And if you want to put days of the week, if you want, go ahead. And this is all areas of your life. I'm not talking just for your business or just for your family. I'm talking spiritual, health, kids if you have them, family, business, personal, fun, dreams, recreation, whatever it is, write it down. And then, so once you've prioritized that, then your next step is to start getting those prioritized things onto a basic calendar or reminder system. So you're just going to plug in throughout your days by looking at your schedule. You're like, okay, I'm going to do these things this day, and if it's specific times, that's also great. I'm going to be honest, this felt very, very restrictive to me, because I do not like schedules. I do not like reminders. I do not like feeling tied to something. But what I found is that the pressure and the stress from not getting things done, not moving forward in my life, constantly thinking but not doing was driving me into the ground. And so this has motivated me because it made me realize that there's so much I'm not doing in that. So I'm not moving forward. It's not just because I'm, life hates me or whatever it is, It's like when you actually see what you're doing day to day and what you're not doing, you're like, oh, no wonder, like, all these people I was going to call never got called. Like, I felt like I called them because, like, all the conversations went on in my head, but, like, it never happened. I never did it. It just cycled in my mind, made me tired, and made me anxious. So it's really freeing. It's also very, like, you have to be on yourself. But at the same time, another thing I've learned through it is that you start to trust yourself more. Like, you start to be like, oh, you know what? Yesterday, I got it done. So this person right here, she can get it done. Instead of being like, well, I can never get anything done. I'm a horrible person. I can't take care of my responsibilities. That wears you down when you can't trust yourself and you're not respecting yourself. And so this is a great way to respect your own self, if that makes sense. So I'm going to hop off here because my phone's about to die, but I hope that was helpful. And give me a shout out if you want more info, but this just was super helpful to me. So anyway, night, y'all.